Alan, that's a tough one for you tonight.
Yeah, really disappointing. I think for a lot of members and supporters, that'll be incredibly disappointing, and also for the players as well. I haven't been in there yet, but I'll head in there at some stage, and there'll be a large element of frustration and disappointment that we didn't. It wasn't a reflection of how we think we can play our T20 cricket.
Yeah, you had two batters that really took it away from you. How did you feel you sort of cope with them?
Well, we didn't to start off with, did we? I thought Zen and Bo played really well. They put us under a lot of pressure. We didn't do the things we probably should have done in terms of trying to shut them down and put them under pressure. They put us under a lot of pressure. I think that was really hard to cope with to start off with. I thought we showed an incredible amount of resilience and came back into it well. I mean, 2-2-4 is not great at the best of times, but it could have been a lot worse. So I think in terms of that, we came back well, but we put ourselves under so much pressure in those first 12 overs. It made it really difficult for us.
How much of a concern is it that as a batting lineup, you've got 188 against Leicestershire, but you've never really looked like making a really big sort of 200 type total?
I think it's just frustrating, really. I think we're trying to put the players in the right spots at the right time and giving us the best chance to do it. And I think probably looked throughout and we haven't really fired. So that is very frustrating. But we'll also back the players that are in there. I think they've done it. There's quite a few of them there who have put in some really good performances over long periods. It hasn't happened this year so far, but we have to, keep sticking at it, keep working hard, keep trying to do the right things. Like I said, it's a very volatile game and it can just take one innings to turn it around. So, that's where we're going to have to look at.
You talk about backing the players in there. I mean, do you think about bringing others in, or do you feel that this team can turn it around?
We're a fairly tight-knit squad anyway, Clive. I haven't got 25, 30 players to pick from. And so we just need players to keep putting their hands up. We need players who are outside of this team to keep putting pressure on those players as much as possible, and to give it the best that we can going forward. I think it's incredibly challenging at times with the size of the squad that we have, but it's one that we should really embrace and enjoy. Everyone has an opportunity to play. We have to make sure that we're in a good spot when we are selected.
I mean, in terms of the power, we did see Catchy Valley get off to a good start with a couple of big shots, and then he was a victim of a great catch. Perhaps if he'd gone on, it might have been different. We certainly needed at least one batter, if not two. You think about the big partnership that we had. To chase down 2-2-4, we had to have at least one big partnership, and we had to have one player to really go on, and lots of contributions around that, and we didn't get that. And I think a reflection of the game was the catch. Bo Webster took a really good diving catch over his head. We weren't anywhere near like that in the field today, and we needed to be. If you're going to win games of cricket and T20 games of cricket, all three skill sets are going to have to be in a far better place than they were today. You've got 5 games left, starting on Sunday against Somerset. Probably need to win 4 out of the last 5, do you reckon?
Certainly, we're in that position now where I think we play 12 in total. We need to win 7, I think, to give yourself a real chance. So, yeah, that's 4 out of 5. We won 7 out of 14 last year and just missed out. So I think that has to be a goal for us to make sure that we give ourselves that chance of qualification. And it has to be better than today.
Do you have to work to keep the belief up, or do you think it's still there?
It'll certainly be there. I think there's enough performances in and around that squad for them to know that, but they also know that it's not always going to go well, and it has. They have to ride that. That's part of being a professional sportsman. If it's all about the good times, Clive, then a lot of people will be doing it. So no doubt those guys in that change room, they'll be hurting, but they'll also be desperate to make sure that they come back with a good performance on Sunday.
I mean, it's difficult when the game is clearly settled a long way before the end. It must make it a hard watch for you.
Yeah, but it was pleasing that Adam and Matthew put a partnership together. I've just spoke to Adam. He found it incredibly hard because I think probably one of the differences was the amount of Yorkers that Warwickshire tried to bowl and actually got in as a real testament. So they showed some real T20 skills today, which was something that we didn't display. But I know that we have that, so we have to make sure that we're in a good position, like I say, in those remaining 5 games to be able to do that.
And you and Somerset are actually in a similar position, so it'll be a good game on Sunday.
Always a good game. We don't play Somerset very often in T20 cricket. I think the last time was COVID year, so it'll be a real challenge for us. They've been serial qualifiers and finalist days for a long time now, so that'll be a real challenge for us to see where we're at. And like I said, we have to be better than we were today.
Any of your injured players likely to be back?
No, not at the moment. So, like I say, Ethan, timeline's still unknown. Has more appointments next week, but that's obviously not looking good in the short term for either us or especially Ethan. And then Adam Finch is just another one where we just have to sit and wait. He's working incredibly hard to get back, but he won't be ready for a little while yet.
This is Mike the plasterer. He needs a trusted supplier for his materials and tools. Mike needs Profile Store. With an easy-to-use website, you can check stock online, order it and collect it within the hour. Profile Store offer free delivery over £125 and fast overnight shipping. With over 2,000 products in stock, they're sure to have what you need. So get yourself down to the trade counter in Kidderminster today. Get the job done with profilestore.co.uk.